Okay. Itamo a pinakomiop. Itayako kskas. Good morning. It is the dawn of December 7th, 2019 in the lunar cycle Itkanako kotoin itdas, when the rivers freeze entirely over. This morning I am starting off up here on the outskirts of the Tudor Estates subdivision on the south side of Lethbridge, and I'm going to run down to the river to the drainage of what we call 6 Mile Coulee, which is kind of a canyon within canyons down in our river green strip. So that area has a canal where, again, there's some storm drainage coming out of these subdivisions up here, and the beavers make use of that canal and are sometimes part of the annual trapping and cull. So this morning I'm going to run down there, kind of scope out what the situation is as basically an initial visit to the site, a site that's probably going to be monitored regularly into the future if I organize the volunteer group to do it, and if I am able to begin or continue kind of leading a change in the mitigation of beaver human relations here. So yeah, so we're gonna run down there, check out that canal area. We might go a little bit up 6 Mile Coulee because there's a stream going up that way too. I don't know if the city ever traps up there, but I might take a look at what's going on up there beaver wise, and yeah, just enjoy the morning, just enjoy a little run. So let me get my app going here, my map, my run, officially start my workout.
Start workout.
Here we go. Okay, we're getting down to the river now, and this is a canal leading up to 6 Mile Coulee. So we might follow that a little ways after we check the outflow, the drainage area that the city's actually most concerned with. All in this canal you can see beaver dams, hey? Nice, really nice example of a dam right there. Just check it out. It's a lodge and food cache right behind it. Let me pause my app so we can take a less jiggly look. Beautiful, beautiful example of beaver work right here. Just perfect. And right over here is a shoreline lodge against the cut bank and his food cache. Take a little look here. Whew. These dams are just right solid. No worries about walking across them. And look, there's always a level at which the beaver determine that's good again, and that's where they leave a drainage. And notice it's structured very different in the dam. You know, look at all it's all grass and stuff compared to the wood for the rest of the dam. So this is built purposely as a drainage to their pond. They're keeping it at a certain level. They're not going to go beyond that level, and that level is what you see right here. And they got their little pond. They got a good food cache. They got their shoreline lodge over here. And not too far back, things narrow right up again. And, you know, it's these little water catchments that the beavers are just excellent at. And these little water catchments do so much good for this environment. All right, we're gonna go look at the main canal. All right, I'm currently standing on this bridge where there's an intersection of the canal that we were on when we saw the beaver dam, which, by the way, I just thought about it as I was running to this next point. If you wondered about why the grass built into the drainage side of the dam, it's because the beavers use that as their hydro slide, you know, coming up and down. So yeah, that's where that canal intersects with this other canal. It was this canal that I was after because I think this is one of the main drainages that the city's always concerned about. But we're going to follow this other canal up because it's obviously a man-made canal. We'll follow it up to where it enters 6 Mile Coulee and see what's going on up that way, since we already kind of got to start with that first beaver. This, I don't think there's going to be any beavers up this canal, so I'm just gonna go trek up here real quick and confirm that, and then we'll look at that other canal. Maybe it is that other canal that the city's had the most concern with. Definitely between that dam and here, past this forested area, and this area I'll show you on my way back. That area has been really harvested a lot by the beaver. So this looks like this is a old beaver works in here going off the cut bank. So at one time there was some stuff going on here. That's just trail in there, I guess. Yeah, deer trail. We'll see what's up this way. I don't think there'll be beaver works, and then we'll get back to that other canal. Getting thick in here. I think we're right at the drainage. Pretty close to it. I'm seeing concrete works and stuff. Yes. Yes, yes. Ha ha ha. Icy pipes. See if I can get down here without hurting myself. One-handed. All right, there we have it. City drainage, not impeded at this point in any way by beavers. Just curious what this, oh, that looks like some rebar. I was wondering what that, and an old balloon, wondering what that was down there on the rocks. Sorry to leave the camera static for a second, but I was analyzing pattern matching in my mind. Yeah, this is thick. But there you have it. All the way along this canal I've come, straight from the river to its source. There's not one single beaver impediment. So that's monitored for the moment. Check back probably summer. Oh, whose prints are these? Looks like maybe a raccoon. I know there's an owl couple who used to nest in this forest up here when I was living in Riverstone. This is one of the places I could access crossing the river ice, and I'd come look at monitor the owls. But yeah, I think we're good for the winter for this canal, but we're gonna go up that other one, that intersecting one, and see whether there's more beaver families upstream from the one we already saw, or whether that's it. All right, so this is the area I'm talking about that was obviously very harvested over the last few years, maybe even by the beavers living down here. I know that down in here somewhere is where the beaver were trapped earlier this year, or maybe last year, but it caused kind of a stir, and that's when I first started talking to the city. Here you see an older dam, and you start to get wetlands growing behind these older dams, ponds above. It's all different microenvironments that are very important for different species. Just passing that first family again. So this is definitely the first lodge along this canal from the river. So just come across a second dam. Hold on, get around these bullberries and I'll show you. Second dam must mean there's another, well, beaver family. Oh.
11 seconds. Distance 3 kilometers.
3
Pace,
kilometers.
7 minutes 23 seconds.
A little slow. So here we have another dam, not as well kept. So maybe there is another family up here, maybe there's not. We'll find out quick. Yeah, so I've run out of good trail to follow. I gotta kind of be careful here, not puncture myself on beaver punji sticks, so to speak. Here's another canal, eh? All right, so I think this is actually just an oxbow that I've been following. So probably upstream is the end of that oxbow. This is no doubt the canal coming down from 6 Mile Coulee, and that was the path that I was taking. But I think once I hit it again, I'm gonna start my way back up. I don't see rough terrain. I don't see any beaver work up that way, or any likelihood of it. I don't know. Take a look a little further up in a clear spot. All right, here I'm on the main trail again, and what do you know? Right here at this kind of board bridge, crossing the main trail. I'm gonna pause my app again. Hold on. I'm already going slow. Doesn't need to register me as going static. It's obviously a beaver dam here. This is a creek that goes a ways up, like way up by Lethbridge College, because I think when I was teaching there, I brought students down along that creek, that same creek. So I don't know, this dam looks pretty old. I'm not seeing any sign. This might not even, well, yeah, it was once all beaver material, beaver dam, but there's a clog of other stuff here. I don't know. Any case, there's not a lot of sign of beaver work in here. I think the main family that's here is that one that we saw, and that's about it. I might come down on a hiking expedition starting at the college, or maybe even a run if the snow clears a bit more. But there's a really steep hill coming down from the college that's I thought about taking today, but I don't think I want to get out there on that kind of ice.
All right.
Hey, do you come down that 6 Mile Coulee?
What's that? Yeah.
Is there any further beaver work than this upstream?
You're looking for beaver work?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen the stuff
Go
out
this
here.
way towards the to the golf course, and then
Yeah.
go along the river. There's tons there.
Yeah, I've seen that there. I'm just seeing if there's anything more to monitor up the 6 Mile Coulee than the family that's just down here on the canal. There's like one
Okay.
beaver family.
Are you monitored? Are you with the government or something?
I'm contracted with the city. Yeah.
Oh, is that right? Yeah,
Yeah.
because those beavers by the golf course, they completely annihilated.
Yeah, that's
all the trees.
that. I know that's the one that they culled that this last year. They
I know.
killed those beavers.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, they did.
It didn't work though, because they're back.
I know. So we're trying to.
Well, they're idiots.
We're
Yeah.
trying to come up with the new strategies, different strategies. Eh?
Oh, okay. Well, it's
'Cause
kind of too late now.
Killing them they just keep returning. It's like a natural vacuum, you know. These are the kind of places, these canals, where they want to be.
Well,
It's too late. It's too late now for the season, but I'm just kind of getting a bead on where all the beaver families are.
Yeah. Is that going right now?
It is. Yeah, I do it.
Okay. Well, if you expect any sense from the city, you aren't going to get it. Just as you're familiar with the fire department, they hired all these goats.
Yeah.
Did you know?
Oh
that?
yeah, I know about the goats.
They're idiots, because what that does, these are very sensitive grounds here.
They are.
They take the grass right down, and so in springtime with the water, it annihilates all the banks.
You've seen a lot of runoff and stuff from that?
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. And also, too, we got very little
erosion.
nature around Lethbridge, so just leave it alone.
Exactly, yeah. I'm trying to figure out ways that we can, let's look at where the actual pipes for the city waterworks are coming out and going in, and just keep the beavers from building the obstructions to those. Mm-hmm. But anything beyond that, we need to leave them be, I think, and let them do their beaver thing. They know.
The thing is, and you just have to accept that they're going to be destroying, some stuff, but you want to keep it down as much as you can, because you aren't going to eliminate it.
No, I mean you can wrap some trees and stuff, but if you look at the scenes where they do cut it, the shoots that come up generally bring about a thicker forest in the long run than
I get a lot of
before.
sucker growth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good luck.
Yeah, we'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
I decided to extend the run just a little bit more up 6 Mile Coulee here, and I've got a good bird's eye view, I think, of the stream bed for a ways from where I was, and I don't see any more beaver work. Looks like there might have used to be a dam down here, maybe still a trickle of a dam, might be a little one over there, but how could there be a problem with this? you know. This is, like he said, there's no trees up this way that the public would be concerned about the aesthetics loss of, and really all they could do to this is flood it and make it more of a beautiful wetland. So I think we're okay up this way, although it's a really nice hike, I think, and I'll probably take the camera along 6 Mile Coulee sometime soon. So let's get back at it. I'm going to turn around at this point and start my run back to the vehicle, making this probably about a 7 kilometer, maybe a bit more than 7 kilometer run down and back up the coulees, which is not too shabby. Plus I got my beaver monitoring in at another important site. Good productive way and healthy way to start the day. Just a couple of notes regarding the conversation back there. One correction, I don't at this time contract with the city to mitigate the beaver situation. Right now, it's just a consultation, level engagement or relationship that I have with parks. I'm not on their books, except when they ask me specifically to trap and move something, as they have on occasion in the past. So, yeah, just to clear that up, it's not a contract, it's just a consultation. Might lead to a contract, but right now that's where it is. Uphill. I don't want you to look at me. I'm hideous. The other thing is that it's not atypical of folks to, even very educated folks, to be overly critical of the city and its works, its decisions, especially in regard to these natural coulees. I'm highly critical myself a lot of times. But these programs that the city's trying, like with the goat grazing and rattlesnake mitigation, these are responses to calls from the environmentally concerned public who know that these grasses should have naturally been grazed by bison and visited periodically by wildfire. So goats is an experiment to see if it'll help actually boost the biodiversity out here. Like, you don't find too many marmots or Richardson's ground squirrels, but we should. And they don't like the long grass. Talking and running up hill is not easy. Especially for a out of shape guy like me. So yeah, it'd be fun to explore people's thoughts about our engagement with the plants and animals out here. And probably I'll start interviewing more people that I meet down here, but I expect a lot of just venting of frustration that we have to interfere at all. And that seems a good frustration to me. But how do we just make sure everybody knows what's happening and why, so that those frustrations don't build? It's part of why I do this channel. Ooh. There's the Jeep. We will
Time 49
Here we go.
minutes 39 seconds. Distance 6 kilometers. Pace 8 minutes 16 seconds per kilometer.
Not very fast.
Pace 8 minutes 40 seconds per kilometer.
Not very fast, but Coulee ascent and all that, and I'm out of shape. Just 6 kilometers round trip, that one, if anybody in town wants to repeat it. Whew.